Hello trader, welcome back to deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you a weekly forex forecast. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button to get our video updates. We post our forecast videos on Saturdays and our tips and psychology videos on Wednesdays. USDJPY. For USDJPY, we've been talking about a down move here, last down move here. Then we say that there's an expected up move after the down move is completed. We say there's an expected down move, and as you can see, we got this down move slightly breaking this previous low just as stated, and we are getting an up move from here all the way up. As you can see, this is an up move that we've been expecting, and if you're not already in this trade, you should be looking for an entry next week. We are more likely to get a corrective structure here or just a small pullback, then price may continue up. If price continues up from here like this, we're likely to get a correction here. If we don't get a correction here, we're more likely to get a correction here, then price will still continue up. The direction is up on USDJPY. That's what we're expecting. We're expecting only an up move. We're not expecting any down move here. The down move that we're expecting was this down move here. Now we're expecting price to continue higher. If there's any update on this pair, we'll be giving you that on the next weeks. But as for now, this pair still shows an up move. We have Euro CAD here. For Euro CAD, we've been talking about a down move here. We've been talking about a down move. We said we're expecting this down move. We're expecting this down move, and as you can see, we're getting that down move here, and it's currently at this level here. What we're expecting now, because of the current structure, there's likely to get this up move here. We're likely to get an up move here, then price would still continue down because this down move is needed. However, if price decides to give a bigger correction here, price might continue down like this. So we're expecting two things. Price can give a correction here, which is a little big like this, then down, or price might still move up but not correctively, impulsively, then it continues down. We're expecting a down move to complete here. This down move is needed to complete up to this level so that it can complete structure. But if we don't get price completing now, we may get this impulse move, then we can get another impulse move like that all the way down to this level. That's what we're expecting on Euro CAD. We have CAD CHF on this chart. CAD CHF is a pair that have been forecasted from this point up to this point. We say that we're expecting this up move, and as you can see, there's an up move that we're getting. Feel free to check our previous videos. There's an up move that we focused, that we say that we're expecting it to move all the way up to this point, and as you can see, we're getting price moving like this. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that price does not only move impulsively like this all the time. Sometimes price can just move like this and test your psychology. See, so the fact that price is moving like this, it does not mean that it will not follow this forecast. Sometimes it can follow this forecast but moving just like this, and sometimes it can follow a forecast just moving impulsively like this. So this pair, we're still expecting more up like this next week. That's what we're expecting on CAD CHF. We're expecting price to reach this level here. That's what we're expecting. Then after it gets to this point, we can be giving you our updated forecast on where the direction is. But as of now, we're still expecting price to move up to this point because of the structure we are having. Because of the structure we're having, we're expecting this up move to move up to this point. Currently on this chart, we have CHF JPY. For CHF JPY this past week, we talked about a down move here, and we didn't get that down move all the way up to this point as forecasted. We got just a down move here, then price is continuing higher. Now what's expected here, we still are expecting this price to push lower. From here, we're expecting this price to push lower. Remember, here we say that we're expecting this down move, then we say that after this down move we'll be expecting an up move, and we just got a small down move and price is just moving up like this, following this bigger arrow here. And what's likely to happen here is to get this down move to break this previous low. That's what we're expecting on CHF JPY. This down move is needed because we were getting a small correction here, and this correction is advancing, so it's going to become a bigger correction. It's an advancing correction. Therefore, we need this down move here to break this previous low. According to wave analysis, we need this down move here to break this previous low. That's what we're expecting for now. When price gives this down move here, we'll be giving you our updated forecast on what would happen next from here. As of now, we're just expecting this down move here. USD CHF. For USD CHF, we're expecting an up move. We're expecting an up move. We will not be selling this. We're only expecting an up move. So what is likely to happen here? We're likely to get an up move here, then we get a correction here, then price continues higher. That is what we're expecting. We're expecting price to give a correction here, then price continues higher, and we'll be looking for an entry this next week. If we get our entry strategy confirming this buy, we'll be buying all the way up. If we don't get a confirmation, we'll just ignore this. So you should also look for an entry, and if you don't get an entry, there's a pair you can ignore and focus on pairs that you're able to find an entry on. But on USD CHF, we're expecting an up move. That's what we're expecting on USD CHF. This is GBP USD. For GBP USD, we've been talking about a down move. We've been talking about a down move here. A down move. That's what we've been expecting. We're expecting a down move. This past week, we got this small sharp down. Now we're starting to move sideways like this. Now this structure in wave analysis, it means that we're likely to get this down move here, then we're more likely to get this up move here, this last up move. Then after we get this last up move, we'll be expecting this bigger down wave. That's wave analysis. Now this may delay, but the structure still shows that we're expecting a down move. We're still expecting a down move. Now what I'm doing here, I'm only interpreting to you the structure of wave analysis. Now don't shoot the messenger, because I'm only explaining to you what structure is showing and what we're expecting according to structure. So right now on GBP USD, we're expecting this big down wave. This down wave may delay, but structure is showing that this is an expected down wave. And even if you watch in our previous videos or the past videos that we've been focusing, this is what we've been focusing based on, and that is why we're able to predict this down move here because of structure. And what structure is showing, we're expecting this down move here. That's for GBP USD. We will not be looking for any buy. We're only looking for sell setups, because that is what our strategy is promising, this big down wave. We're not seeing any big up move, we're only seeing this down wave here. That is what our strategy is showing. This is Euro USD. Euro USD. For Euro USD, we are expecting to get this down move here. That's the down move we're expecting, and this down move is promising to only break this previous low here. That's what we're seeing. It's promising to slightly break this previous low, just slightly break this previous low. Then from here, we'll be looking for an up move here like this. So just expect this down move to complete up to this point. Right here, we can just get a small correction or a pullback, then price continues lower. But this down move, if you know how to trade it, you can go for it, but it's not a big down move. But if you know how to trade it, you can go for it up to this point. Then from here, you can assess your trade, or you can wait for the next update on Euro USD. AUDJPY. AUDJPY, this structure shows that we're expecting a down move here. We're expecting a down move like this. That's what structure is showing. It's showing that we are expecting a down move that is big. It's gonna break all these previous lows. It's gonna take down all these previous lows all the way down. All the way down. That's what we're expecting on AUDJPY. We're expecting a big wave down. If you're interested in having a better understanding of wave analysis, feel free to contact us via our email address, which is provided on the description of this video. Feel free to contact us on the email address that is provided on the description of this video. Let's move to the next pair. We have GBP JPY on this pair. GBP JPY. Remember GBP JPY, we say that we're expecting this up move to complete up to this point, but we've only gotten an up move from here up to here. For us to be able to get this down move, we will need price to break higher than this, to follow this arrow like this up to this point. Then from here, this is when we'll be expecting to get a down move. A down move. This is when we'll be expecting to get a down move, which is slightly breaking this previous low all the way up to this point. is it's also going to break this previous low. That's what we're expecting on GBP JPY, and we won't be taking any buy because we're expecting this bigger sell. If you are already on this trade from here, you can keep holding or just manage your trade, and up to this point, this is where you can start looking for a sell on GBP JPY. We have Euro NZD. For Euro NZD, remember this past weeks from here, we say that we're expecting a down move because of structure. We're expecting a down move because of structure, and we said if you are still holding this bigger buy here that we focused at this bigger buy up to this point, we said be careful because price is showing a down move. We say price is showing a down move next, and then this past week we say that there's a chance that price can give this up move here, and then still this down move will follow through after we get this up move here. And as you can see, price decided to push lower from here all the way down, and this, what is happening here, is still a known structure in our inner circle. It's still a known structure in our inner circle. Therefore, this is not a surprise because it's a known structure. From here, we can be assessing what structure is going to do, but from here, we are more likely to get lower. We are more likely to just get a correction here than push lower. That's what I'm expecting, or we might get a pullback here then push lower. If there's any changes on this, if we get a different structure here giving us a buy, we will be taking the buy. But as of now, we'll just be monitoring closely because we're still expecting this to push lower. However, structure can change and give us an up move earlier because there's a big up move that's going to be expected when this down move completes. But as of now, we'll just be spectators and just wait for that up move and let this down move complete its movement. We have GBP CAD. GBP CAD. For GBP CAD, we say that we're expecting a down move from here, a down move like this. We're expecting a down move like this, and we're getting price moving like this. We're getting price moving like this, and as you can see, what structure is doing here, it's just moving like this. It's not giving any sharp move down. Now what this can mean, it might mean that anytime from now we might get a pullback here and then continue lower. We might get a pullback here like this and then continue lower. This direction here, from here, the bias is down. If you are currently trading this or you're interested in this, you just expect this then down. We're still expecting this down move here because structure has not changed. Even though there's just a slight change here, it's slight change in the lower picture. Slight change in the lower picture, but the bigger picture still shows that we are expecting this down move here. That's what we're expecting on GBP CAD. GBP CHF. For GBP CHF, we say that we were expecting this down move here. We're expecting to get this down move here. And as you can see, what price is doing here, we are likely to get this down move. This last down move because of this change of structure here. So we are likely to get this down move that is slightly going to break this previous low, just like this. Break, then up. This up move is expected to break this previous high, and this previous high. We're expecting to get this up move here up to this point. Then from here, we can be looking forward to the bigger sell. Also here, if we manage to get our entry, we can be looking forward for a buy here. But this would just be a small movement, and you know that small movements are more riskier. So if you need to take this buy, it's something you need to be understanding. You need to be understanding your entry, and if you get your entry confirmation, you can be looking forward for a buy here. Then from here, we can be looking forward for a sell together here, all the way down until this point. That's for GBP CHF. Now here we have AUD NZD. AUD NZD. For AUD NZD, what structure is doing here, what we're getting here, usually in wave analysis, we get a down move. We expect a down move here like this. That's what structure usually gives. We get a down move here like this, then up like this. So we're expecting to break this previous low, slightly breaking this previous low, will be moving up like this. That's what we're expecting. And if you need to get your buy here, you should be looking forward for a buy anywhere around this area. Remember, this was a pair that was focused from this point to move all the way up. Therefore, we still expect it to continue higher. Whatever is happening here is just a corrective structure. Well, more likely to complete this into a corrective structure. It's developing into a corrective structure. Remember, price, most times price does not move like this, but it moves like this. You see, that's what we're expecting, and we are expecting price to continue higher after giving this pullback. That's on AUD and ZD. This is USD CAD. For USD CAD, remember we say that we're expecting an up move here, and this past week we also say that be careful on this pair because it can be a little tricky, and it has a tendency of giving one more down, more especially when we are expecting a big up move. This is on the 1 day time frame here. I'm moving to the 1 day time frame here just to show you something. This is a big up move that is expected, and when a big up move like this is expected, it never just goes up, it never shoots up like this before taking as much people as possible out. The moment you've given up on this is when it will start moving. This is similar to what we had on USD JPY. USD JPY, until it has taken much people out, then that's when it's starting to move. After it tests your patience, that's when it starts to move. That's what we're expecting on USD CAD. We're expecting an up move, but that up move is expected to be a big up move. Therefore, it's not a surprise that it starts pushing down one last time. That's not a surprise because there's a big up move that's expected. We have Euro GBP here. Remember, Euro GBP, we focused at this up move here. This up moves, this impulse moves, these are movements that are forecasted, these corrective structures were forecasted, and right now we got this movement up and we're focusing this up move here, completion, because this is just a correction and we're expecting it to complete up to this point. And this past week we say that this is a pair that is vulnerable to spikes. We said it's vulnerable to spikes, and if you need to trade this, you need to be extra careful, but the direction is up all the way up to this point. Then from here we'll be expecting this big down wave because it's expected, according to structure, according to wave analysis, this down move is expected and this up move here is expected.